I'm just gonna enchant my Scythe onto Rummagem. My opponent can't get past the 6 defense Elestral here. God damn it. Hey guys, it's Incremental here. I'm back again with another deck breakdown and gameplay review video. If you like watching these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with your friends so you can all learn these tips and tricks and all get better at playing Elestrals. Without further ado, let's dive into this week's deck. It's Mono Earth Tectaurus Beatdown. I had a lot of fun playing Mono Element last time, so I decided to play another Mono Element deck this time. The game plan is pretty simple. Swarm your field with a lot of Earth Spirits, play Tectaurus, pump up Tectaurus' attack, beat down opponents' Elestrals, and then attack their Spirit deck for the win. Similar to last week, you're gonna notice that all my Elestrals are 1-cost Elestrals in this deck. That means I can use Rummagem to search for any Elestral I need, depending on the situation of the game. I'm also running 3 copies of Sprouter, because when I play Sprouter I can search for an artifact rune, and I can find Scythe of Demeter, which gives me 3 spirits on the field, so that increases my Tectaurus' attack by another 3. Or I could play Scythe onto a Tectaurus, which gives it a total of 5 extra attack power. I also play 2 copies of Clovey here. Whenever it receives an Earth Spirit, I get to draw a card, so I play some Nexus effects, get some Earth Spirits onto Clovey, helps me draw some cards. 2 copies of Spy Nymph. When it gets destroyed in battle, I get to recast it again as an artifact, empowering my opponent's Elestral that destroyed it, putting it a base attack of 0. If my opponent has a high attack Elestral on the field, I can attack with Spy Nymph. Yes, it kills Spy Nymph, but now I can change my opponent's Elestral to have 0 base attack, and then swing in with another Elestral to kill it. I'm also running 2 copies of Equilinx for some rune removal. It has some Nexus effects, so I can move some Earth Spirits around on the field, putting it onto Clovey, helping me draw some cards. There's some synergy there. For the runes, I'm running 2 copies of Foloi Forest. Not only does it pump up my Tectaurus' attack, but it also gives an extra defense to my Sprouter, to my Spy Nymph, putting them to 6 defense. Scythe of Demeter. This is like my second win con. If I can't draw into Tectaurus for some reason, I can use Scythe to empower an Elestral. When it destroys an opponent's Elestral in battle, I can recover an Earth Spirit. If I have Demeter on the field as well, I can recover 2 spirits instead. I can also disenchant from Demeter to buff an Elestral by 3 attack, so I can essentially gain 5 extra attack in 1 turn and also recover 2 spirits. I'm playing Earthquake as well. If you're playing Earth Element, you should play Earthquake. Simple generic rune that can destroy any opponent's Elestral. For the rest of the runes, those are staples in my decks. I'm not going to get into the details. You can check out my Sonic Core breakdown for some more explanations there. And this concludes my Mono Earth Tectaurus breakdown. Let's head into some games, shall we? I'm going first, so I play Rummagem to find my Tectaurus. Then I'm gonna put down my Altar of the Stars and Gorgon's Gaze. But Altar of the Stars doesn't really work unless you have something on the field to Nexus with, so here I play my Scythe and enchant it onto my Rummagem. Scythe gives my Rummagem 6 defense, which is actually pretty good to protect my Rummagem. My opponent's turn, they play Resting on Your Laurels. This is such a great card for going second. It destroys my Rama Gem, I lose 3 spirits while my opponent only uses 1. And now Altar of the Stars become a dead card because I've got nothing on the field to Nexus with. My opponent plays Ignector here and I immediately turn over Gorgon's Gaze. I've got to stop my opponent from playing more Ignectors on the field because I'm already losing some tempo, so I've got to slow my opponent down. I drew a Sprouter, which gives me more options here. I could find another Scythe, but I decided to just play my Tectaurus, keep my Sprouter and Equilinx in my hand. That way I can still use Equilinx's Nexus effect to deal with some annoying runes on the field later. My opponent plays Necrof, and with Volcanic Forge it gives it 6 attack. That's actually a bit of a problem for me because it's hard for me to get a 6 attack Elestral on the field right now. I can use Tectaurus, my Equilinx with a Scythe would get me 6 attack. I'm just hoping I could draw maybe into a Demeter. Here I'm expending a Spirit from my Spirit deck because my opponent's Necrof destroyed an Elestral in battle. I drew a Gorgon's Gaze, which isn't helpful in this situation. I was gonna play my Sprouter in defense, find a Scythe, empower my Sprouter with the Scythe to give it 8 defense, but my opponent flips over a Heliod's Chariot Ride, stopping me from playing any runes this turn, so I gotta think of another way. I decided to play Sprouter to find the Scythe. I wanted to keep the Scythe in my hand so that I have something for Equilinx to Nexus with. My opponent attacks Sprouter with their Necrof, and this time I'm gonna Gorgon's Gaze their Necrof to stop it from attacking. I want to protect my Sprouter. I'm gonna play Equilinx here and maybe Nexus with my Equilinx to try to get rid of that Volcanic Forge on the field. But my opponent responds with a poison tipped arrow, so my Equilinx now is only 2 attack. And then I remember I still have Altar of Stars on the field, so I'm gonna switch my Sprouter into attack position, empower it with a Scythe, activate Equilinx's effect, and with that effect on the stack, I'm gonna respond to it with my Altar of the Stars. What happens is I've got to resolve Altar of the Stars first, so I'm gonna Nexus the Earth Spirit off of Equilinx onto Sprouter to change the position of an Elestral, so I'm gonna change my opponent's Necrof into defense position. Although my Equilinx has 0 spirits enchanting it right now, field checks aren't applied until the chain is fully resolved, so I have to resolve my Equilinx here, which is Nexus Earth Spirits, and when I do, I can target and destroy a rune. So I'm going to bring back the Earth Spirit from Sprouter onto my Equilinx and destroy the Volcanic Forge. Now I attack my opponent's Necrof with my Sprouter. It triggers my Scythe of Demeter's effect, so I can recover 1 from my Underworld to my Spirit deck, and then I can attack directly with Equilinx, dealing a damage, and my opponent has to expend another 1 from their Spirit deck at the end phase if they want to get rid of my Equilinx. After this turn, I turn the tempo around. Even my opponent says good play. I've removed all the cards from their field and made my opponent expend some spirits. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. My opponent plays Astrabbit, which was kind of surprising. I didn't see it coming. It has 5 defense, so I can't deal with it right now. I don't really want to play my Equilinx here because it's not that useful right now. If I want to Nexus with it, I probably have to destroy my Scythe. So I'm just going to expend 1 spirit from my Spirit deck to draw an extra card and see what I get. Since I expended a spirit to draw an extra card, that takes up my action for the turn, so I can't play an Elestral this turn. My Sprouter doesn't have enough attack to destroy the rabbit, so I'm just gonna switch it to defense. My opponent plays another Ignector, and this time I don't have a response, so I have to watch it resolve. I drew into another Ambrosia, and hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about recovering more spirits. I'm gonna play Tectaurus here to destroy the Ass Rabbit, but my opponent responds with a Gorgon's Gaze to prevent it from attacking this turn. Nonetheless, I'm gonna change my Sprouter into attack position. I need to destroy some of their Ignactors to chip away some of their Elestrals on the field. My opponent plays Tsunami to change all my Elestrals into defense position. I think that's still fine because after this turn, my opponent has expended 3 spirits, I've cleared their back row again. I'm in a pretty good spot, I think. My opponent plays Eruption, which burns me for 3 spirits because I don't control a fire enchanted Elestral on my field, but that's still okay because my opponent now has only 3 spirits left in their spirit deck, so I think I can win this one. They play an Amphirex here which has 3 attack. I know they're gonna destroy my Tectaurus this turn. That's okay because they don't have any more cards in their hand and they don't have any cards in their back row, so on my next turn I could do whatever I want. Since they don't have any runes on the field, there's no point for me to play Echolinks, so I'm just gonna play another Sprouter here and find another artifact, and I'm gonna look for a Necklace of Harmonia here. I'm looking for a Necklace here because they've got a lot of Elestrals on the field. I can only destroy 2 this turn, so if they draw into a 2 cost or 3 cost Elestral next turn and ascends into it, I might be in some trouble. It's my opponent's turn and they ended up showing me the card in their hand, which means they're surrendering. So I showed them my cards as well. I think at the end of the day, it was that turn that I played my Echolinks, I activated its Nexus effect, I chained it with Altar of Stars. That cleared my opponent's board and that gave me so much tempo and advantage. I think that's what won me the game. If you guys like watching this content and learning these tips and tricks, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video.